Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. I'm here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Bank.
and we are here for the second episode for season 3 of
The Witcher.
Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. And it's not, that's not, the last song wasn't, the first song was Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. The second song was Burn, Butcher, Burn.
Yeah.
That was the second song.
Yeah.
We gotta see what this season's song is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys are new here and you want to see our reaction to the last episode, please make sure to go ahead and do so. We thought the premiere was pretty strong. We kind of felt that, like, they separated a little too early, but, we're also excited to see where things go.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with this episode. Hoping this season is just overall a lot better than
Well, it's the final season.
the final season. It's not the final season, but
It is the final.
it's the final season to us because Henry Cavill is no longer going to be our Witcher. But Liam might kill it, bro. We really have to wait. We said this in the last video.
We'll let the trailer decide whether or not we watch it.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see what happens. We gotta wait and see what happens because he could really kill it. He could probably really do a good job. So, and they might get the looks to be very similar. We don't know.
Yeah.
So,
See?
at the end of the day, it really is just a character. There's no real reason why they should stop because somebody's not returning. If Young and the Restless can switch out their characters like nothing, bro. The way how they switched out characters was so hilarious, bro. Switch out actors too. They had this one character that literally died like 3 times because he was like a problematic person in the family, and he got into an accident one time. All right, and the actor was leaving the show. And he got into an accident, and guess what? Man came back with a whole facial reconstruction surgery. I kid you not. That was the plot line.
That's amazing.
The man had some like experimental facial reconstruction surgery, and he took somebody else's like look or whatever that died or something like that.
That's amazing.
Bro,
That's top tier daytime television right
top tier, man. They didn't even put no effort into that, bro. They just straight up switched off.
God, that's so funny.
And the other one too, they just literally switched actors and didn't even say nothing. It was just they they didn't even announce it too. They just one of the main actors. She just showed up, and I was like, who the heck is this? Phyllis? This is Phyllis? The heck? I remember my mom and I used to watch with my mom. Like, I used to go and sneak in the room and just see what she's watching. End up watching soap operas with my mom. Cause bro, them plots used to be crazy. But like, I would just sit there and I'd just be like, we would look at each other like, that's Phyllis? What? Wait, what? We just gonna brush past this like it didn't happen. And then the thing is too, the original actor came back. I know I told you this before. The original actor came back. Nothing. Just back like normal. So look, if they could do it in the soap operas, they could do it in this show. So
At least they announced it.
I like true. Right? Well, at least changing Matt for like the Wheel of Time too.
Yeah.
Different actor altogether. Yeah. Even Jonathan Kent, they changed him on Superman and Lois. Different actor now. So it's just a character at the end of the day. Obviously we got bias, but at the end of the day, it's just a character. If Netflix has a story there, I know a lot of people don't really think they do, and think that they're going against but they're not going with the source material and they're just making fun of it or whatever.
It's allegedly the reason why
Henry Cavill isn't there anymore. Yeah. So despite all that, let's just see where the season goes, and then we'll take it from there, one episode at a time. So, but it is just kind of sad knowing, as I'm watching every single episode, it's like we're one less episode away from no longer seeing Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
As the Witcher.
Superman anymore. He ain't gonna be Geralt anymore.
Yeah, Superman. He ain't Geralt. This is rough, man. This is rough for Cavill fans. 40K. At least he got 40K, and they might say he's too old to be the next James Bond.
I don't know, man.
Anyways, let's get right into a full reaction on Patreon, guys. Let's get right into what we'll talk about later as you normally do. Let's get into it now.
You do know that they keep their beauty by bathing in human blood every night, huh? Thanks for the ale. I'll be seeing you.
Straight to Tisea. No portals. Yes, my lady.
I mean, I don't know if that's true though. Wait, was the hostess? Was the hostess wanted some of Yennefer?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Godspeed, miss. I was just wishing you a safe journey.
Hmm.
I saw you.
What?
Apologies, good sir. Never mind the girl. She was kicked in the head by a horse. Hasn't been right since. No. There was a tower. An arrow struck you. Remember when I said we need to keep a low profile? That was not
Yeah, that was not that.
Control my vision, Jennifer. You can control who you blab them to. Stop
Exactly.
crying like I'm a mewling brat. I saw his death and I need to go back there. What if his death prevented a greater harm? We're going shopping.
He fits.
Well, you get something untraceable.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame her though for. I don't blame her for being afraid.
How did I know that would be you?
Hello, Conrad.
Hello, Geralt.
You remember this dude from Outlander?
The Viscount of Letten.
Do you remember him?
Rare.
He looks familiar.
He was the really annoying like lord guy.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Look at all the Outlander actors in this show.
Virtual?
What is this? This isn't a mirror.
This will help get you what you deserve.
The freak is this? Have you seen this guy?
You had the fix the balance.
No
Is this a mirror?
You
Or
told
he just looks differently. I guess that is a mirror. He just looked different.
Swords were dull as spoons.
Yeah, that's a mirror. Just chilling with a blacksmith.
I'll drink to that.
It's gotta be behaving a little different than how I know a mirror to be in the games, but
Not poison.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
is that Fringilla? If it is, what happened?
Everyone drink.
She was at the top of her game.
Right.
Drink.
Yeah, that's Fringilla.
I mean, I guess with him coming back,
Drink.
you know?
Yeah, God.
Drink.
Are they like forcing them to like taste test food and drinks and stuff?
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yes, dear. This
Wow.
Oh, I can assure
Crazy.
you, madam, the treat is entirely mine.
I can't believe this happened to Fringilla.
Look like you have a slight shortage on.
She is very powerful.
Not me. Don't worry.
Sorcerer's Regent. What theory?
That he's working for a sorcerer more powerful than him.
Strogaborn. Strogaborn is the only one I can think of because he no longer has power at Aretusa. And he wants Ciri.
You alarmed my cat.
I do apologize. Sure you will.
Okay, confidence.
Mm-hmm. The guy has enhanced hearing, sense, sight, smell.
Yeah.
Because
You didn't even flinch.
you know he miss.
Why would I flinch? I heard you aiming to miss.
Oh, softy.
He said, not to mention the hearing.
Yeah.
I heard you aiming to
Some
miss.
official source. Do give our best to the elder blood princess.
Mm-hmm. They seem to know everything.
They do know everything.
Green hair, green eyes.
No.
Geralt,
It's Triss.
a time of contempt is approaching. Deep
Ashen would be like red, right?
contempt.
I'm not sure.
Trying to get him there still.
Yeah.
Unless Rivian's fine. I'm about to say, separating from Yasuo again.
Yeah.
Let's face it, Yasuo was just feeling safer around him.
I mean, there's only so much he could do either way.
Miracle.
Yeah.
At Aretusa, you can learn to focus your visions on the future you actually want to see.
They will never teach her.
What if I don't want to see
No.
They would use her as a
Then you're
tool.
blind to the big picture.
Well, they would teach her to, you know, build her up.
For their own
Yeah.
thing. They're definitely manipulated. Here we gonna mess it up. Is she gonna see? Oh God. Forget how young she really was in like the first season.
I know.
I won't be long.
Run, run!
Right.
I don't think you have any idea either.
Yennefer won't allow it.
No. Oh, well.
What have you done? That is one of Hoovernagel's men. You don't want to end up decapitated? I suggest you run too.
You wait.
Yeah, nah, she was out.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She gotta protect her own assets.
Yep. And after seeing her in Downton and coming back to this is so weird.
Wanted to send the grain to Temeria, the damn Scoia'tael would just steal it on the way.
Why is Strokeborn still here?
Kings are losing faith in us because we knew.
Who knows? It's gonna be really bad when they actually show up.
Yep. Because everybody got their own plan.
Yeah.
Aretusa is not safe, but where else could she go though? If you think about it.
Nissa?
Yeah.
Who else would be able to actually help? Uh-oh. That's not good. Secret wall.
Louder!
Dijkstra.
Speak!
Oh, what's happening here?
I don't know.
Yeah, what?
Been useful.
What is actually happening here? I thought she worked for Dijkstra.
I have no idea, honestly.
Good boy.
Does he have some weird kink or something?
You went quite a bit harder that time.
Not
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
You always give me perspective.
Where did I see something like this before? What game or show or movie I saw where some guy, like either royalty or king or something, like getting beat?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does that have a vague memory for you as well? I remember what show or movie I had recently seen that in. Oh, well, we know we gotta get the new song for the season.
Right.
All right.
Season 3 song, let's get it. Oh. I thought everybody got a whole
song.
a whole performance.
Not yet.
Man, it's really scratching my head. I'm trying to think about where I saw this thing. We haven't seen him use an elixir in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, only for important things.
Yeah. I definitely think it's classified as important.
Yeah.
Definitely a trap.
So you gotta pop that food before you go.
If you get the extra damage.
Just to get the extra damage.
Even if you max out on XP, you know,
Right.
it doesn't hurt.
Get that extra spell speed.
Lessons. I should have taught you that sometimes discretion is more important than valor.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're a mage.
Well, then our teachings were incomplete, because what we should have taught you is about consequences.
Consequences are just an excuse not to act, even when someone's going to be killed.
No.
Could be worse in the long run.
On the battlefield. If disease or starvation doesn't claim them first.
Yep.
You saved one. And the consequences likely damned 100 others in exchange.
What is the point in me seeing the future if I can't do anything to change it?
It's not your point to change it. That's not your point.
Yeah, it's prepare.
It's you can prepare for what's coming.
How would you know what it's like to fight for control of your life?
Hey, don't call season 8 Khaleesi on us now.
Bro, right. Yennefer knows a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
Because I promised I'd be sincere with you from here forward. Come along. I want to show you who I really am.
Doesn't explain why you're saying she don't got no looks. I mean, the ugly one thing can mean a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Is he being forced to fight or something? How the hell y'all know each other? Yo, they just setting up some some stuff. Y'all hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't she use her power now?
I don't know.
What's stopping her from destroying all these people right now?
Hey. Is she too weak? Is it because, you know, her hands are bound? I don't know.
I don't know. It's just not like Shadow and Bone where they have to like touch their hands first to move. Because that's one thing I like about Shadow and Bone. They have restrictions. You have to touch your hands.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, like, what the restriction is with her.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, here it is.
Like you are.
And in the meantime, I will dig around about this Rayham's character and his cohorts.
Man, he trying to figure a lot. He trying to figure a lot of stuff out.
That's for sure. I can show you how lucky I am.
Hey, don't we always need a gay prince?
It's kind of in the description of every fantasy.
Right, every fantasy story there has to be one of the.
Has to be one gay royalty.
One pretty boy gay prince.
Yeah.
That's what they have to. The long golden locks.
It isn't always a prince though, because you know Wheel of Time.
True.
So
Ew. What in the hell, Razel?
Sorry, y'all are already past help.
Geralt's trap.
I won't hurt you. Are you alright? Are there any more like you here?
So many. More and more.
The freak?
What's happening? Ew. God.
Hey, oh! Oh, I don't like this. Hurting us? Oh, wait, is that them?
I think that's their bodies. Yeah, that's definitely their bodies. Oh god.
What the heck? Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
God, this is horrifying.
I know. I don't even know if they're the problem. If you don't want them to kill him, don't attack him though.
No, I don't think they can control the bodies anymore.
Yeah.
I think their sentience was only being alive through the bodies being alive.
I don't even think they were the problem though.
No.
That was just a result of whatever nonsense happened.
Yeah.
The heck? Yo, what if this dude is faking, bro? Nah. The man's just pretending, right? Oh, she.
Hey, she had to take the chance. Dude was probably just sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't care about mages though, because he just left her there and then she died. You would never even know.
Right.
Can't serve the white flame now. All the darlings. So maybe that just proves that Ciri's visions can be thwarted. So maybe there was him and an arrow, but not necessarily the arrow going through him.
Or she messed up the timeline.
Yes. Messing up the timeline.
Philippa seems to think that you might have more wit than meets the eye.
She changed the future.
Mm-hmm. Could be either, though, to be honest.
You know,
Yep.
No.
No. Leave the cat alone.
Whoa. Dang. The only source of information is gone.
Right.
Yo, Vilgefortz look like Jesus right now, bro.
Are you going to
I mean, more accurate skin tone.
Eh.
Sword on her way.
Of course she is.
Right, but you were sending letters to say. A little shady to me.
Yeah.
I don't really know what his actual plan is. His character is the most mysterious in this whole entire thing.
Yeah.
Because when their relationship came, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But then it was revealed that they were always in a relationship.
Make sure she's not bringing trouble.
Oh, she's bringing more than trouble. But she's gonna escort them right to Aretusa because Ciri's right there.
Exactly.
So, and they know she's gonna be a pawn in some regard, whether they kill her or they use her.
Exactly.
One of the two. Either way, she's a pawn.
It's like the set of the Twilight baseball game.
Yeah.
My house.
Yeah, like where she used to live, where she was captured, or when Tesea came for her.
She's our daughter.
Well, yeah, this was like hundreds of years ago. Still didn't get the ugly one explanation, but I'll just have to take it. Maybe she just called her that ugly because she didn't know the truth,
Maybe.
or she couldn't see the truth.
Not sure.
Girl, stop adopting more kids.
Right.
Like you already have one daughter you're looking after. Now you just adopted someone else.
Who just looks similar to her.
Similar to Ciri.
Yeah.
Geralt, you becoming Pedro Pascal, man.
You're out of that place now.
Geralt over here just adopting Ciri lookalikes.
Right. But this girl gonna be in trouble now.
Huh?
This girl's gonna be in trouble now, though.
I knew
Oh, because they're gonna
looks
think
like
she's
Ciri.
Ciri.
because you always do.
The hell?
What?
What?
Who are you?
She's trying to be Ciri.
Don't be silly, Geralt.
What?
You know who I am. I'm Ciri.
The freak? The freak? Is Ciri not Ciri? Is there a different Ciri?
I don't know what the freak is happening.
Has this whole thing just been a ruse? What the freak is going on?
I have a headache. I
don't understand what exactly happened. So,
is this some weird parallel universal thing that happened because Siri messed something with the timeline? Did another version of Siri come through a portal or something?
Yeah.
Is this girl just trying to be protected by claiming to be Siri because she knows of Siri?
Is there a thing where, like, that's the real Siri, and they had another child that looked similar and just raised her as Siri to protect the real Siri?
No. Because... no, not at all. It can't be. And if that is the case, that's stupid because if they did that, I think it might be dumb if they did that. Because everything about Siri that we know being Siri makes sense. Okay? Not only was she the child of Amir and, you know, mom, this Siri also, I keep forgetting her mom's name. This Siri got straight up got visions from her ancestor.
Yeah.
She connected to her ancestor. She was also able to see the truth of her past when Triss put her into that dream world thing.
It might just be the case that, like, Siri kind of opened something when she messed with the timeline. And that's another Siri from a different...
It could be another Siri from a different world.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, it could be... that could be another Siri from a different world. A different timeline, maybe. That could be another Siri from...
because it wouldn't explain how she would know Geralt by name. If...
well... no, sorry, finish your thought. Now I have a response.
No, because I'm just saying, like, if it was from another timeline, then, like, maybe, like, her Geralt just looks the same.
Is Freya Allen gonna be in season 4? Because are they just trying to recast another Siri and another Geralt?
It wouldn't make sense to have, like, Freya come in this season.
I really freaking hope, bro. Sorry, finish your thought.
Well, they're just not trying to replace her?
That I could.
Wait, what if her Geralt is Liam?
That's what I'm saying. We're in the same headspace. Her Geralt is Liam Hemsworth, bruh.
I swear that's what they do.
I swear, bro, I'm done. If that's the show, I'm done.
We're not watching anymore.
No, I'm not watching no more, bro. If they change Yennefer, I'm not watching a whole chance to recast the whole entire show. Nah.
Yeah.
I swear. And what if that was okay? So like, what if that's the case? Like, so our Geralt, right, goes to hang out with this Siri and goes back to her in her dimension. And then Liam Hemsworth
comes back.
Geralt comes to this one and takes his place. I swear, bro, they do that. If they do that,
I'm definitely not watching.
I am done.
No.
I am done. No way they doing this, bro.
I swear to God, they better not.
Boy, no way.
I want to watch now, just because I need to see if that's what they do.
I swear if that is what they are doing, bro.
God, I hope that's not.
The other likely option is that because a lot of people know who Geralt is or heard of him, so you know it's likely that maybe this girl was just running away from something or someone. She fits the description.
But that's also the thing that, well, I guess because the white-haired Witcher.
The white-haired Witcher. I mean, everybody knows.
But not everybody knows his name.
I mean, people know him as Geralt of Rivia. Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf.
But a lot of people also just recognize him as, the white-haired Witcher.
The white-haired Witcher, yeah.
Not specifically Geralt.
But there are people, his name is out there, so people do know of him. It might be a select few, but people do know his name is Geralt. Not everyone does, like you said, but like I do feel like quite a handful does, though. Because that's my...
But she seemed like dead serious, like, you know me, I'm Ciri.
She didn't know him in the...
It looked like she had almost like lost her memory in a sense, and then getting like knocked out or whatever.
Bro, what CW nonsense they about to do, bro?
Right. This is interesting.
I don't know if this is in the source material, guys.
I have no idea.
I don't know if this is I've made it clear in the first episode, and please let me know if this is something that happens that I'm unaware of, but I didn't play the first 2 games. I played some of the third. I watched recaps and lore videos on the first 2 games. I watched lore videos on the books. I started listening to one of the books. I know the book series. Shout out to Al Seward. He hasn't posted on YouTube in a long time, but he's big into the Witcher books, and he's recommended some of the different books for me to read and everything, the audio books and stuff. So but shout out to Al Seward. But I remember him putting me on to some of those books. I started listening to some of them. I didn't get too far, but all the lore stuff that I did and I looked into, I don't remember any mentioning of a parallel Ciri coming in and being some weird timeline shifting thing. I mean, they have messed with space-time before, but I really feel like I'm very scared that they're just trying to use this season to reboot the entire Witcher storyline.
Yeah. Because that's a choice right there.
Because
it's already a choice bringing Liam in. And that's one thing, right? But now there's a Ciri, and it's seeming like Ciri like might be from a different like dimension, like timeline, whatever.
Nah, she's not the one. It's Freya Allen or nothing.
Yeah, that's why I said Ciri.
I know what I'm saying. It's Freya Allen or nothing. If it's not Freya Allen, I ain't watching, bro.
Yeah.
Because
this girl don't give me Ciri energy.
But like, yeah, I mean, she could be, right? But like, the thing is, Freya grew up on the show.
Yeah.
I think she's in
now
her.
This girl's like younger.
Maybe, we don't know. Some people can be younger though, because Freya Allen, I think, is only playing right now. Ciri might be in her late teens.
Yeah. Maybe
late teens, like 18, 17, 18, maybe. But I know Freya, I think, is in her 20s. I think she's like...
Yeah, I think she's in her early 20s.
How old is Freya Allen? I think she's like 20... I know she's been in her 20s. I don't know exactly how old she is.
I'm not sure.
She's 21. And when she started the show, she was much younger. Hold on. Freya Allen is season 1. Okay, so her casting was around 17 years old.
Yeah.
So she literally was on this show when she was a little bit, was like a late teen. Now she's a young adult. And it would be nice to see her character grow more into more of the adult Ciri that a lot of people know.
And not try to, go back to a younger version of Ciri. And
but if that's the case, this really is the last season.
It really is if they try to do that, because that just doesn't seem like a good story.
I swear, if they do some Barry Allen nonsense in season 4 of The Flash, I'll never forget, bro. Barry freaking walking into this portal, and he just looks back, and he smiles, and then the whole thing just changed. Everything different, bro. If they do some nonsense like that, I'm done. This ain't the CW, bro. I'm not doing this. I did how many years? I did 6 years of that nonsense. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. Okay, I watched them mess with my heart for 6 years, bro. I'm not doing it again. This ain't the CW, bro. No. This ain't the Flash. Well, Arrow ended pretty well, but this ain't the Flash. We're not doing it. Okay, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. and I'm not gonna be part of this. Because
let's all we can do right now, because we're not watching another episode today.
Yeah, it's only episode 2, so
is hope that they don't do that. But if I swear to God, if I see Liam's face show up, we're not watching anymore.
I am done. If this dude is like an alternate timeline Witcher, I'm done. Because
we're just exiting.
I'm done. I'm done.
Canceling our subscription.
I'm done. I ain't know about that. Cause I just found a new K-drama while I was about to put you on. So I don't know about that. But I'll be done for real because I don't want to watch that nonsense. I'm not doing that.
No.
Watching Blood Origin was a choice, and I didn't. I didn't choose to watch it, and I'm okay.
That just, if they did do that, it's lazy.
It's lazy as hell, bro. I know we're jumping too far ahead, guys. We're only on episode 2. Y'all already finished the show. I already know. Most of y'all already finished the show already.
There's still like 2 more episodes coming out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't even know yet officially because there's still 2 more episodes.
Yeah. We don't,
for a part 2, so we have no idea.
Know if they have done it, if that has happened yet.
Yeah, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how this is gonna end yet.
Well, there's 5 episodes in this one, and then 2 more.
And then 2 more in July, in late July.
Yeah.
So.
God.
What on earth, guys? Because like I'm telling you, bro. Because look, I would be a little more okay to accepting Liam if he was just continuing Geralt's storyline.
Yeah, and they're just takes his place, but there's still Freya. There's still
I wouldn't mind if they just started the first new season with Liam and it was just there was no any crazy nonsense about it. He just started as Geralt.
For lack of a better word, like passing the torch.
Passing the torch, I guess. Whatever, right? But we not about to Spider-Verse this, bro. We not about to Miles Morales this, bro.
God. Like if it's just Siri, I think that might be okay.
What do you mean?
Like just this Siri, like oh, I'm here, whatever. And then you'll send her back to her own thing.
She could have just created some weird fabrication in the timeline.
Yeah.
Some timeline rift flash nonsense.
Right.
Where she created some type of variant version of herself.
But if they send her back to her own timeline or whatever, and there's no Leo, okay.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
And as soon as I see his face,
I have a strong feeling that because Ciri's choice of saving the person, she interfered with the timeline because that guy was supposed to die to an arrow and he didn't.
Yeah, she Loki'd him.
Yeah. So she TBA'd my dude. So like the fact that happened, I have a very sad, strong feeling that they are about to. We don't even do reviews of this AC on. I don't know why I did that because I know it's gonna mess up with the audio.
Yeah, it was hot though.
It was a little hot, yeah. I have a strong, sad feeling that they are going to have this series consequences created some weird time shift paradigm thing, some paradox thing, where it's messing with relativity and space-time, and now there's this weird, mystical, scientific alternate variant version of her that exists within the same timeline that is a variant of her essence because of something that was created, and now she's just existing based off of the essence of a time shift. Sorry. And also
no, I'm just seeing like this image in my head, and
why do you think I came all this way?
No, it's even Matthew, it's so funny. It's just at the end of the last episode, after it come out the next 2, it's just you just see a portal open and it's just Liam standing there.
Siri!
And then the portal just closes and I just
he's Liam. Mad ugly, bro. I swear. Netflix guys.
Just Netflix furiously editing him out of it now.
Y'all, don't be like that.
Please don't.
I'm telling you, man. I can sadly see it going that way. Siri created.
Unfortunately, I can too.
If it's not like a thing where this girl is just pretending to be Siri. Mm-hmm. If that's not the case, Because Geralt's looking at her like, oh damn, like you for real. You think you really are Ciri.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I would hate even more than that is if it was something like, oh yeah, the real Ciri was out there. Because why develop this one to have powers? You're gonna say she's just a member of some weird order or something?
Yeah.
Be so stupid. So the only thing I'm thinking, like, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna do Ciri where she's the one that a whole alternate version of her was created, and in consequence, a parallel timeline that is adjoining with their current timeline has now been created, where there is another Geralt that is Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And that is so sad.
You know, and if that's the case, I don't blame Henry for leaving.
If this is what made Henry be like, man, freak this. Y'all on your actual own. Because I'm not doing this.
If this is what happens.
If that's what it is.
Don't blame him one bit.
Y'all gonna have to find yourself a new Witcher, bro. Don't associate me with this tomfoolery. I'm not about to be doing
look,
this.
I signed on for this season.
Yep.
No more. I'm done.
I will honor my contract. You ain't gonna get no lawsuit, but we done.
I mean, he did. Well, it is speculated that he's leaving because they're not sticking to the source material.
Oh yeah.
So, you know.
But Henry said that how Liam is, he's great and he's working hard and he's doing good. PR.
Yeah.
There's also like NDAs and there's also defamation like contracts and stuff that are signed where while you are currently some people have these where while you're currently on press for a certain show for advertisement duration, you can't really speak anything ill about it that would harm the property.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, why do you think half the Justice League stars, when the Josh Whedon cut came out, why do you think they were still out there just advertising, promoting, not saying nothing? Only now we're saying stuff. And why do you think they fired Ray Fisher? Because dude broke his claws and started talking stuff that he wasn't supposed to say. And so that's the thing. So we're not going to hear the truth about this for a few years.
No. Maybe a few years from now he might.
Maybe a year or two we might hear the truth about it on some podcast or something.
Or you might not. No,
because this happened. The same thing happened with Alan Ritchson. Because he was in TMNT. The live action other one that they had a few years ago, and that movie was horrid. And he eventually he started talking about the bad filming conditions, the creative issues. He started basically talking about all the nonsense that happened in that film, everything. I think that was the one that Megan Fox was in. He started talking all the nonsense. He said everything came out. But during the press tour and everything, he was, if you want to go back and watch those interviews, like, yeah, man, I had fun filming this movie. He did not.
Yeah.
So, and they're not hiring people to lie. Sometimes they do, but most times just you cannot say anything that will hurt our property during a certain time.
I feel like that would be in most contracts.
Oh yeah, that's most that's kind of like a staple in most of the contracts is that even if you hate it with all your guts, you just have to be
contractually obligated.
You're
talk only good things about,
or very neutral, or make neutral comments at the least. Or redirect the conversation. So if someone says, "So how do you feel about your character's position in this film? Do you think it's a good one?" Instead of answering the question, you know what the PR response would be? Well, I think directors, when they have a vision, it's really interesting to see what they come up with.
Yeah.
And you start talking about that. It's really good to see what they come up with and the direction that they want to head things in. And it's really good to see that, there's so many different creative options out there.
Well, that's why they get media training.
Yeah, that's the media training right there. So and the person can hate how their character acts, but instead of addressing that, they literally redirect the question to make it seem like an answer.
When it's not.
When you didn't even address the question in the first place. And then they keep hammering, and some interviewers, they would hammer it, but they only have 3 minutes sometimes, so they have to move on.
Too much. Yeah.
But if it's a podcast or something and they catch you, and they're like, yeah, but that doesn't answer the question, or how do you feel about the character? He's like, oh, well, it's the same way that I feel about every character, you know? I mean, I try my best, I get in there, I read my script, and I put my all in, you know?
Yeah. There is ways around it. Huh? There is ways around it.
Yeah, I think that's the most you can do.
Until your contract's up. And
your contract's over, like, man, I freaking hated that character, man. I ain't like nothing about that character. He's like, his whole motivation sucked. His whole idea sucked. I had no creative outlet. I couldn't even input anything. The producers didn't allow me to say nothing. It was dog doo-doo. I didn't like anything about this. It always happens like that, bro. So, I don't know, man. And before we wrap this video, how did you feel about the episode? I felt kind of bored, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a little slower, but there was moments that I'm like, okay, well, I could see this getting like kind of spicy later.
Yeah, like certain storylines. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, it was just a lot of more information, and you know.
I think what was born for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I think what was born for me was I didn't feel like any of the stuff they were trying to set up was sticking. Mm-hmm. And guys, I don't want to hear nothing in the comments about how, oh, it's story building. You see all these new people, they don't know how to watch long stories. You need to listen to me, and you need to listen to me very carefully. I watched 6 seasons of Outlander. 6 by choice. 6 seasons of Outlander. 4 seasons of Downton Abbey. Okay? I've watched, what was another period piece I watched? I watched 4 seasons of The Crown. Okay? I've sat there and watched all seasons of Game of Thrones. I've sat there and watched the old 300 series back in the day. Okay? The point is, I know a thing or two about slow story building. And Shane can tell you, Outlander is not the most easiest thing to get into. I had to get her to watch it based on a bet, on a bribe.
Yeah.
I had to bribe her with something.
Yeah.
And that's what made her watch the first season. It's not that show is a slow, it's like, this is Outlander. That's Outlander. It's like 2 seasons of this. That. Boom. That's Outlander. And most animes and stuff that I've watched there, I've watched a lot of anime, I've watched a lot of things. So I know I'm used to the kind of slow story building. I got nothing to do about that. This is about...
I feel like there's just a lot of storylines, and there's a lot of information to retain, and none of them I can retain very well.
I just don't think they don't have any specific storylines for me right now that are sticking with me that I want. Because like so much stuff, so it's like, what's going on with Dijkstra? Do I care?
Yeah.
I know they're trying to lead it up to something where it will come, you know, all of these smaller parts of the story will come together in some capacity, right?
I think for me, it's just all of the small details. Like, I don't care about anybody right now.
Yeah, I don't care. Like
obviously, like, I'm trying to see what Geralt's doing, what Ciri, and, you know.
Yeah.
But
the stuff with Rience, I don't care about him.
Yeah.
Like, when they introduced him in the last season, I was like, okay, can we be done with this guy for now? Like, why is he back again? Like, he's back again now. Okay, I mean, they're trying to make him a side villain. Do I care? Like, is the villain Emir? Is the villain the Wild Hunt? Is the villain this Rience dude? Is the villain all of these people at once? It just seems
like they're trying to make it very over the top for the last season with Henry.
I really don't know. Because last season I felt the villain was a little bit more established. Last season they set up the story very well. We got to the end with the deathless mother. The deathless mother. Right? She was set up kind of halfway in the, like early part of the season where she tempted the Elven Queen, she tempted Fringilla, and she tempted Yennefer. Gave all 3 of them a pathway to go, and each one of them either somehow led back to Ciri in some type of way. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we find Ciri, we use her to be the leader of the Elven Empire. Yennefer, we kill Ciri, and I bring Ciri and I sacrifice her so I can get my chaos back. Fringilla. We bring Ciri back. We can unite the elves in Nilfgaard and take over the land. And it was all in a connection back to Ciri when the Deathless Mother was trying to get back to the Wild Hunt. So I really like what they were doing because we had those three branches of the main. So that's, for me, that was kind of like the main glue of the story.
And that's the thing, they focused on each of those.
Each of those, yes.
The thing with this season so far, and like I said, we're only 2 episodes in, so it could, slow down and focus a little bit more on certain storylines. Yeah. But as of right now, it's very jumpy. And I'm like, we barely saw the elves in this one. It was more focused on, Fringilla's leaving and like Ciri and like her visions. And
like, what are they trying to do with Fringilla?
Yeah. There's a lot of different
Fringilla
things.
had some great character development between season 1 and 2.
And now it's just.
And this is part of it, but it's just, and even Cahir. What are they doing with Cahir? Yeah. Cahir was set up as a main protagonist in the first season. Him alongside Fringilla, which led to the Battle of Sodden, which how the first season ended, and the second season picked up perfectly, coming off of that battle. Vilgefortz, what the freak is going on with him? Stregobor, we know what his deal is. We've been known what his deal was since the first season. We know he has his own motives and he has a beef and agenda with the elves. That part is pretty simple enough. But it's just like there's certain characters I don't feel like they are handling them, or they don't know what to do with certain characters. Cahir, what are they doing with Cahir? What's the goal here?
It just seems like they're throwing in a bunch of characters too, to make like unnecessary other side stories to your many already side stories.
It's like Rience, I don't care about Rience.
I
don't care about him.
Even outside of Rience, because Rience is just like, whatever.
I don't care about him.
But, now you have Robbie Amell and his whole storyline.
Yeah, I mean,
like, there's still a lot going on.
I just don't, okay, it's not even like Final Fantasy good. Like, if you look at Final Fantasy, any of the stories in Final Fantasy from any of the games, 7, 15, 14, the online MMO, you look at 12, any of the games, Final Fantasy and its creators, the producers, they have a really good way of throwing in so many, and obviously you have more time to work with these things. We're talking about like 40 to 80 hour games.
Yeah. Right?
So you can do a lot in that time. But even if you look at patches, like the patches. So if you guys are familiar with the MMO, you guys play, or any MMO for that matter, but specifically Final Fantasy 14. As they release new patches, they add smaller parts of the storyline to lead up to a bigger part of the storyline. So when the patches come out, you're probably getting maybe a season's worth of what would be like The Witcher. Like, you probably get maybe about 6 to 10 hours worth of content in terms of storyline. Depending on how fast you play, how you read the storylines. Maybe, as I would say, like maybe 6 hours, or maybe 4 to 8 hours, maybe, I would say. 4 to 8 hours, roughly, depending on how fast you read, how fast you listen to things. But the point is, 4 to 8 hours, that's about a season of a show. So I like to view the patches as like a season of a show. You go through the main storyline, they might set up different characters, different things, and they take their time with it. And some of it is very slow sometimes. But it's all leading up to this one big thing. And you can kind of see that, okay, there's a bigger goal here at the end here, but that we need to take other steps to get there. We can look at other shows that have taken that approach. We even look at House of the Dragon. We know what the end goal needs to be. We know where they're trying to go. But before we get there, we have to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Put on this storyline, explore this character, explore that character.
They're just trying
and tie it all in.
Focus on too many characters in one episode. And I think that's really the issue here.
Yeah, I just don't think anything really stuck for me.
Yeah. Like, if they want to focus on, okay, this episode is mainly going to be about Ciri and Yen getting to Aretusa. And, all that's going to come with that. And, maybe we can sprinkle in, like, Fringilla a little bit. We can sprinkle in Geralt a little bit. but the main focus is going to be Ciri and Yen. It's like, okay, next episode, let's focus more on Geralt, and let's put in some more stuff with the elves, and like this, they're just trying to do too much in one episode, and it's making it very jumpy and very disconnected.
Yep, I agree.
And it's just like the storylines are just not, you know, connected.
They ain't hitting.
Yeah.
They ain't hitting. That's all it is.
Like
They ain't
at this point, I really don't care about the elves, like in the slightest.
No, and I did.
I did, yeah.
I care about their story very much in the last season.
The fact that, you know, they're not putting more of a focus on it, and they're just, you know, giving them like 2 minutes of dialogue and then jump into something else completely. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about you, Robbie.
I'll be a little fair though, because it's only the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And if you look at last season, within the first 2 episodes, we had the you know, Battle of Sodden. I think episode 2 is when we had the Beauty and the Beast kind of storyline.
I think that was the first episode.
Or that was the first episode. Yeah. But even like the first 2 episodes were just kind of whatever. Episode 3 towards the end is where they started connecting.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So let's see my next episode.
I'm putting this on as of right now.
As of right now,
first 2 episodes, that is how I'm feeling.
Yeah, we just gotta watch more and see what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, can't judge too harshly, but we do. But that's the whole point of these videos, guys, is to make predictions and to hear our thoughts on an episode by episode basis. Yeah. And our opinions could completely change by next episode. Like, we may watch it and be like, you know what? Okay, maybe this is heading in the right direction. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, this is just an episode by episode basis, and we'll see what happens in the next one. So, I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to this, or... Alright, we're going to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our thoughts and our predictions and theories and everything on this episode. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Clockmaster and...
Cosmic Things.